Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If you or your loved one have a life insurance policy, you might want to come in a little closer and listen to what I have to say. And when I'm finished, you absolutely might want to read the fine print of that policy. There's a video circulating online claiming that a wealthy man from France went and got himself a multi-million-dollar life insurance policy. He later took the COVID vaccine and died. After his death, the insurance company refused to pay on the basis that the COVID-19 vaccine was an experimental drug. Yeah. Furthermore, the judge in the case said that the deceased had to know that it was an experimental drug because the information was all over the media. People were complaining about side effects. So he had enough information out there to make a wise decision. So he made the choice to take the vaccine. Therefore, they considered it a suicide. Now, that brings us to the United States. Now, the good doctor explained that people in the U.S. assumed that the same rules did not apply to them. But they were sadly mistaken because the American Council of Insurers said that COVID-19 was an experimental drug. And so anybody that catch it and you die, we ain't got to pay. The lie detector determined that was a lie. The American Council of Insurers denied the allegations. Furthermore, the French Ministry of Justice said they can't find this so-called case where a wealthy man took out a multi-million-dollar insurance policy and the insurance company refused to pay because the guy took the COVID vaccine and died. So that whole story has been debunked. But wait, there's more. It's important to note that your insurance company will never refuse a payment. Let me say that again. Your insurance company will never refuse a payment. They're going to take every single payment you send. The moment you make a claim, that's when they start going through your paperwork and looking for an error, even if it's an error in your name, your address, or anything. They can claim you lied on the contract, or they won't say you lied, they'll just say you wasn't forthcoming, And then if you want to really push them, they'll say you were not being honest. You wasn't being completely honest. And they will deny you. Just like if you do something slick on your paperwork, on your application, when you buy a car or a house, if you buy a car or a house, they're going to take the payments. As long as you're making the payments, they take the payments. But the moment you are late on those payments, especially if you're multiple months late, they start digging through the paperwork looking for any type of discrepancy. Anything that can show that you were not completely forthcoming, with your finances or whatever information that you had to provide. And then that's when they're going to bring the hammer down, because now it's time for everybody to save their own butts, right? It's like, yo, it ain't on me. They start kicking the can. They try to kick the can all the way out of the door. But ultimately, it's the consumer who ends up getting the raw deal. They make sure that they win at all costs. How do you think insurance companies are able to pay claims? Millions of people are insured. Millions, hundreds of millions. These insurance companies, they have a lot of policies. How do you think they're able to make millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars a year? How do you think they're able to do that? By not paying claims, not by paying claims. They have entire departments dedicated to looking for discrepancies, looking for ways to undercut you. You go to your doctor, then you go to the lawyer tell you, yes, I might be able to get you about $100,000 on this one. So in your mind, you automatically thinking, I'll get at least 100. First time you talk to insurance claims adjuster, they start talking about $5,700. That's not the end number. That's just to bring you back down to earth so that you can get that 100,000 out of your head. So that when they finally make their final offer of 13,000, you jump on it. That's the game. Yeah. Insurance company make their money by not paying claims, not by paying claims. This is why it's good to have a friend named Luigi. No more talk.